Hi, my name is Chester Johnson, and I'm the co-founder of the Stock Boss Lab. Today I'm going to answer some of your questions. These questions were gathered by Malika Nicole. You can follow her on Twitter at Malika Nicole, and you can follow me on Twitter at Chester Charles.
Alright, one last question. How do I trade options, How do I trade options on Robinhood or another platform? In another video, I can happily just show you. I need to get one of my dummy accounts and I can actually just show you a trade and how to do it. But if we start from the beginning, that's it. I guess I'll just start from the very beginning. Go to E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, Robinhood, doesn't matter. Just look up brokerage and find one. You need to apply. The reason you have to apply is when you do options, you need to have credit. If you're not careful, you might lose more money than you have in your account with options. So you need to, you need to have a credit with the brokerage. You don't need that with stocks. That's why I highly recommend stocks, but that's for another story. But anyways, so you need to, get some credit. They don't really care. Almost anyone can get some. You might just get less if you have a lower credit score, but it's fine. You don't need much credit with certain option strategies, by the way. If you do spreads, you can really protect your credit so that it doesn't matter as much. But you have to do that process anyways, because they don't know what you're going to be trading. Once you do that, you first find a stock symbol that you want to do an options trade on. Let's just, for all intents and purposes, say Amazon, because that's quite a liquid option. You look up AMZN, then you will go and you choose a call or a put, and then you can choose another call or put to create a spread. And then call and put option contracts have different timelines, and they will expire on the Friday every week for most liquid options. They expire on Friday or at the end of the month, and I think it's Friday of every month at the end of the year, or for leaps, 2 years. The options that most people trade are the weekly ones, and if you don't know what you're doing, it is a bet. You are now gambling, and you will lose more money than you make. So note that unless you are focused on trading and doing the work it takes to do it, you will be doing a gamble and you will lose money. That's just the reality of options. If you want to try your first one, I always say, well, just try it. You will learn really quickly. My first option was a call option. I did it randomly and I lost $200, and I learned options really quick because I did not like losing that $200. This was, God, 15 years ago now. But yeah, try one out. Do a small amount. Try it. I hate to say this, but I hope you don't do well. If you do well, that could be the worst thing that possibly happens to you, because it might make you think that you'll just keep doing well. And the truth is, it takes effort and work. But with effort and work, anyone could do well in options trading. I really believe it. I've seen it. I've met people that they understood, they had their strategy, and it was just a money machine for them. They could trade it, and they could win more than they lose, and they could do really well with options. So try the call. If you do a naked call, be careful. What that means, a naked call just means you buy a call. That's it. And what that means is if the stock doesn't go anywhere, you're going to lose every dime you put into that call. The contract will expire worthless. After you do that, try a spread. What a spread does is it kind of protects you from losing all of it. It can help you hedge a position. You can also try selling options. What that means is if you let's say sell a put, and I'm missing a lot of detail here. I apologize. Please, if you want to learn more, let me know. But if you sell a put, you immediately make that money from that put. That money is cash you get into your account. So that could be lucrative because now you have immediate cash that you can use again for something else. But then there's also some issues with the credit and margin you have on those options. So it takes a little bit of understanding to work through all that. But you get immediate cash, and if that option expires worthless, well, instead of you losing all your money, you were on the opposite end. You just get to keep that whole fee that you got off of that option. So that's why selling contracts is so lucrative. But be careful, I said this in another video, black swan events occur, and when a black swan event occurs, that option might become money. And if it's money, if you sold the contract, it ain't money for you. It's actually a big loss for you. So again, spreads will really help you with that. And I mean, just hearing me talk, I realize that if you don't know anything about options, I'm talking Greek. But if you want to learn about the Greeks, I can also teach you about that as well. So that's what I think about options. I think anyone can do it. And then to answer the other question, I kind of walk through the process. You can go to any brokerage, get the credit, and then you can start doing options. If you want to learn the details of a particular strategy, let me know. And if you want me to actually walk through a trade with you, I'd be happy to do it on one of my dummy accounts. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you taking the time to watch me, and I hope I helped you with your trading. Thanks. So this wasn't a question, but I think I'm going to answer it now because it'll probably be the next one since things are happening right now. And the question will probably be something crypto. So I'll talk just for a few minutes about crypto. I was a crypto hedge fund manager, portfolio manager for a year, so I was very much into crypto for a moment. But basically, we're at 50,000. I apologize, but it's going to be chaos now. I told people on the Stock Boss app a year ago when it was at 10K, and so I was like, it's time to get in. And then 2 years ago, I was telling my friends, 3,500, it's time, please get in. The crash has finished. So, I wish I could tell you if it was 20K, 10K, I'd be like, ride the train, let's do this. But 50K, it's time to be concerned. Crypto isn't like stocks. Stocks, I'm kind of like, I don't know where it's going to go. It could crash any moment. And I've been wrong so many times with how high a stock can go that I don't know. Crypto, I feel a little more confident saying certain things. Take them as you will. I promise nothing. But, this is what I see what's probably going to happen. So 60K is this point based on my past analysis. It doesn't mean it's over. It just means chaos begins. I mean, I was looking at crypto today. Dogecoin was down 20%. Bitcoin was up 10%. We were in Q1 of 2021. So, it's chaos right now, and it's going to get more and more chaotic. I wouldn't be surprised if crypto is going to go up to 150,000, 250,000. But these are going to be moments in time, just like 20,000 was just a moment in time for Bitcoin last time. The key thing to look at is the cost per transaction. If you don't know what that means, on a MasterCard, you have a small transaction. There's a small fee transaction that occurs. At the end of the day, Bitcoin is nothing more than a different version of a MasterCard. You're doing a transaction on Bitcoin. And so the Bitcoin transaction is the miner's fee, and that's pretty much the main one to focus on. There's other fees, but that's the main fees, the miner's fee. When that miner fee is going out of control, when it's getting super high, then the price of Bitcoin will be unsustainable. And that price, because it gets a little weird with Bitcoin, you have to think about it in US dollars. When the price of a Bitcoin transaction in US dollars is staggeringly high, and you can go to blockchain.info to see this data, then the game's pretty much over. At 60,000 myself, I'll be quietly kind of letting go of my BTC. You can do whatever you want. Like I said, it'll likely double from 60K, and I'll still have some in, but I'll be quietly just kind of going back to the sidelines. So that's what I think about crypto. Unlike stocks, where I don't know what's going to happen, crypto, there's going to be a crash. It is inherently part of how it works for Bitcoin and blockchain because of how the system was set up for it. It is a little bit more consistent, which was scary to find out. but really, once it gets past 60K, be careful, and then you know, if you really want to invest in crypto, I tell the same thing to everyone. Don't try to time it. Buy some of it, and then never touch it again. And when you've you know, multiplied it multiple times, take that $1,000 out if you want and do whatever you want with it, and keep the rest of it. You know, Bitcoin typically 10x's, 50x's, so take the 50K you made on it or whatever, and just keep it in there for the next 10x. This is a multi-year process. You know, just let it be. Just let it be. When you feel the FOMO, the fear of missing out, you've already missed out. You've already missed out. If you're not paying attention, if you're not becoming a trader and you're watching this all the time, you're going to miss out. Because us normal people, you and I, we're going to be doing our normal jobs 9 to 5, and that's when Bitcoin's going to fall 80%, and that's just how it works. So just be an investor. You can do really well if you just it's called hodling. I feel weird even saying that, but if you hold it, you just hold crypto, you'll do really well. So that's my thoughts. This is Q1 of 2021. We'll see if I was completely right or completely wrong. I like to see where I stand on this. Thanks for watching. I hope that helped. If you have more specific questions about cryptos, I used to mine Monero. I have thoughts on Ethereum. I really like Binance Coin. I'm shocked it was, as of today, it was the 3rd biggest coin. I was shocked, but I have Binance Coin, that's for sure. It's a DEX. It's a decentralized exchange, or at least it's the coin backing Binance's decentralized exchange. I think that's very promising. But I can go into more details if you even care to hear about it. Thank you very much for watching. I apologize for rambling. Take care. Bye-bye.